Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your yearly oracle reading for 2018. And this is a reading that's going to be especially exciting for the ladies listening. I'm using two goddess oracle card decks. So one of them is the Soulful Woman guidance cards, and also two decks by Doreen Virtue, Goddess Guidance, and Angel Healing. So if you're a male listening, this can also apply to you since we all have both aspects in us, both the feminine and the masculine, okay? So we embrace both in different phases of our lives. So let's get started. Let's take a look. So I have all the three decks I've shuffled. I laid out the cards. I meditated on your sign. And here's what came up. So it's going to be a really exciting year for a lot of you. Overall, the energies, I'm seeing a lot of gratefulness, a lot of love in your life, especially for those of you who have been looking. I see that coming in for you definitely. A lot of flirtatious and playful energy, that's for sure. And because of this energy that you're just looking forward to life and you're grateful, I feel like that's attracting to you more abundance and prosperity. Okay, so we'll go into the individual cards right now. And if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to scroll down into the About Me section click on the link towards my Etsy page, and you could get your own goddess messages for this month or for the year ahead. So just check it out if you like. So your main energy, and this is the highlight of your whole year, okay? So this is soul's journey you have, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, living from soul opens me to the magic that exists when I surrender to the divine manifestation on its own term and timing, okay? So it's all about surrendering yourself to the journey and wherever you're at on your soul journey. So even though if you're feeling it's been a challenge, you feel like there's been some delays, this is all in divine timing, that it is preparing for you to, experience what it is you're experiencing, so you could understand why it's happening and why it happened on a later date. But the soul's journey, it's all about accepting where you are at this point in your life. Okay, so maybe some of you are in a limbo stage. You're not sure what the future holds. You're a little bit worried about the unknown. This is telling you just to have faith and just take the first step, even though you're not sure where it's going to lead. Okay, and take the first step in whatever it is that brings you joy. Pay attention to your intuition, even though it might sound crazy, it's not for you, okay? Because this is your guides telling you and guiding you along the way, okay? So definitely soul's journey this year. It's not a time to rush or hurry this process. One step at a time will lead you to your next steps for your life ahead. Okay, so really important main energy here. So yeah, it's like going with the flow. It's all about just surrendering and letting go. If something's not working, just accept it as it is, because there's something bigger, something better coming for you, okay? So it's about letting go, most of it, okay? And also I'm feeling some of you cling on to like the past or past energies. You're a traditional kind of sign. You're very nostalgic. You're all about, the good old days type of energy. So that's another lesson here, is being more mindful and paying attention to your blessings now, because eventually 5 years down the road, you're going to look back at this time and probably say the same thing, like, oh, the good old days. So just be happy and find something beautiful with what's happening in your life today, okay? And you'll just be more appreciative, and by being in that positive mind state, you'll attract beautiful abundance to you and other people, maybe that you've been looking for, especially when it has to do with partnerships. Okay, so here is your goddess card. So in the second row here, This one here, hard to pronounce. It's called, she's called Maeve, okay? So she's a Celtic goddess, all right? So cycles and rhythms, this is what she's ruling. And cycles and rhythms, funny enough, it has to do with the moon phases, okay? So it's saying honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And it's funny because Cancer, you're ruled by the moon, okay? So every time it's a new moon or full moon, this card is asking you to pay attention because whenever there is a moon, a full moon, your emotions will be a little different than other days. Maybe you'll be more emotional on certain phases of the moon. So I really want you to pay attention to that, and especially during those times where you're like, why am I feeling like this? Like I'm depressed for no reason. Well, we're all connected, and especially our environment. So it's asking for you to pay attention to what's going on around you, the energy levels. It could even be, you hanging out with a friend and maybe they're not feeling so good. They're a little sad, but maybe they have a happy face. But you could still pick up their energy, okay? Because you are a very sensitive and intuitive sign. So it's important to remember to be with people this year that, heal you, that uplift your energy. You definitely pick up on energy. You're a water sign. Being near water helps you as well. So pay attention to those cycles and rhythms that your body gives you, okay? And that's going to be important for you to take the next step forward, paying attention to that intuition. This goddess also rules menopause, menstruation, labor. So if you have problems with, menstruation or anything like that, this is a goddess you can call upon to ease your pain and suffering. Okay, so she deals specifically with the women's, organs, the female organs. So maybe if you've been having some issue there, it's also suggested to, if you feel a little unstable, contact your doctor, talk to someone that knows about these things a little bit more specifically, because maybe your moods have something to do with, something going on in your body. This isn't for everyone. That's just going to be a message for a few that have like maybe issues around that area. So this is why this is coming up. Okay. But overall, just like the moon, you also go through different emotions, different phases, and it's asking for you to accept that, okay? And embrace every cycle. Don't judge yourself, with happiness comes sadness, or sometimes you might feel lazy. Accept that. It's okay. You don't have to do anything on that day. You'll get your energy another day, so don't be so hard on yourself if you're feeling kind of lazy and you feel a little bit, you just want to veg out on the couch. It's all about balance and moderation, of course. I'm not saying to do that all the time, but just pay attention to what your messages your body's giving you, because we're not all meant to be go, go, go 24/7, 7 days a week, even though our society might, try to persuade us that that's the way it is. For especially, North American society, that's where I live. So it's not always supposed to be like that. And I feel a lot of people have lost that art for leisure and just doing nothing. It's almost like a guilt trip these days where they feel they constantly have to be doing something. And if you're not doing something, people are like, oh, ew, you didn't do anything today. So it's like a stigma. It's like really annoying. So yeah, just don't pay attention to that. This is the messages that are coming to you, and this is going to make you stronger to go with whatever it is you feel like doing. Okay, so cycles is also a chapter closing in your life, and you're entering a totally new chapter. All right, because that's what the moon, the circle, symbolize as well. But definitely see it's heading right into transformation. So after you close this door, and some of you could be closing the door to an old relationship, emotionally especially. So maybe the energy is still lingering for some of you. Others of you might be walking away from a job, and because of you've closed the door, there's a new opportunity rushing in for you. The door's open, abundance, prosperity is like coming in. So not only in the form of money, but prosperity can also mean, someone giving you an idea. It could be, your parents or somebody, a friend supporting you in some way, having you stay over their house, like, having a free meal 2 times a week for something. So these are just examples. It could be very different for everyone. But it could just be someone saying, "Oh, hey, let me help you with your resume," and that's the ticket to get you in your next gig, right? So prosperity, don't be fooled. It doesn't have to be, gold or money or anything like that. It could be anything, a helping hand to help you kind of get through to your next step. Okay, and the universe will be pouring that to you right now. So the doors are opening as long as you believe and you know you deserve something much better, and you have faith and you say, yes, I'm worth more than this, and I'm going to get what it is that I desire. Okay, and if you don't, it just means that's not for you and there's another opportunity for you. Okay, so here's that, and that, since I jumped over a card, this goddess, her name is, oh, that's a hard name, Abundantia. Oh my gosh, wow. So she's a Roman goddess. So this goddess is telling you to be open to receive. A windfall might come, again, extra support, and some answered prayer that you've been, hoping for. So this is saying be open to receive the blessings of the universe. So no need to worry for that. For some of you, it's going to come if that's what you've been hoping for. It could come out of anywhere. Excuse me. And the butterfly maiden, beautiful goddess here too. So this one here, she is saying you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Again, it's coming right in the center of your reading. This is saying that right now you're in that cocoon stage, morphing into the butterfly, literally, because there's butterflies right in that page, okay? And I feel like a lot of you will have a lot of your friends to help you. There's a lot of support going on around you. And I say this because you also have the support card right under the cycles and rhythms card. So there's going to be people that will guide you and help you on this closed chapter in your life. And this doesn't have to be your family or your friends, but it's also your spirit guides, okay? So they're around you right now because they know that you're meant to do something greater, and they're there to guide you each step of the way. Okay, so transformation, even though it might be challenging and painful right now, it's towards the better, okay? Because it especially when you look at a flower, when it's growing, it's in the mud, it's trying to get through all the weeds. That's not a very comfortable experience. But then once it blooms, it sees the sun, it blossoms into its full potential. It's past all that challenge, okay? It's overcome all its difficulties. So think of yourself just like that flower, all right? Okay, so this is a big deal here. I don't know why, but I am getting a big sense for a lot of you. Love's going to play a major role for you this year, okay? For the singles looking, but also for the couples. I feel like there's going to be a deepening of love. Like you're going to fall right back in love with your partner and vice versa. It's just going to be more healing, especially if you've been through some challenges. And it's telling you to add a little bit more creative energy, more playfulness into your partnership, okay? And playfulness not only in relationships, but in anything that you do. Just take it as like a little mission, or like say, oh, okay, well, this is going to be another project I have to tackle. Not being so serious and heavy weighted on life, and being like, oh, why do I got to go through this? Or, oh my God, so much pressure, saying stuff like that. Just be like, I got this and let's do it. It's another mission, okay? So just the way you see it, switch your perspective, and it'll make such a difference. But I do feel like Cupid has struck a lot of you in the butt this year, okay? And, for some of you, it could even be that you've found a newfound passion, okay, something that you really love to do. So, but there's definitely a lot of heart energy, and it's coming near spring, summer. That's what I'm picking up here, like April to June. Okay, those are like the months. It's like later on in the year. But, you know, for those of you who have been wishing for a romantic partner, your guides are definitely helping you with this, okay? And you can meet someone at a point where you least expect, and you're just head over heels. That's something that I'm getting right now for some of you. So this will be your year for that, for some of you looking, okay? And it's telling you to flirt, go out there if you're single, mingle, be playful, laugh, you know, because this gives you strength and this attracts more people to you, not only for love, but for business, to attract more friends. Anything that you're looking for, it's just going to put you in a positive light, okay? So, and some of you, you know, children is coming in. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. Some of you might be giving a birth or taking care of children. Maybe your work involves children as well. Okay, supporting children in some way. And it's tied into the support card, which I'm getting like an environmental cause slash maybe helping children in another country. Maybe some of you are going to volunteer your time somewhere to help children in need. So interesting messages. Please feel free to write in the comment section if this makes sense to you. But I feel like a lot of you are really good with children and you're guided to heal and teach children for some reason, okay? And children, because you're a youthful sign, they love Cancers. You know, children are drawn to Leos and Cancers, okay? Because you're very youthful at heart. You're a young spirit. And you love to laugh. So you have that childlike energy. You never forget your childhood. It's always connected with you, and they could see that. So if you're involved with children in some way, this is saying that you're on the right path and that you're meant to do that. All right. So pay attention to that, guys. I hope these messages resonate for you. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you next month. Have a great year. Bye-bye.